Poor him. He has to actually take things seriously for once. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I've been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I got in return is a vacant stare and a polite applause. Someone ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. I keep trying. I just even tried to come up with a joke just for today. This atmosphere was very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? That had nothing whatsoever to do with the murder. Witness. We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Ooh! Not gonna do it herself, we'll have a staffer do it. It's definitely gonna become Shu. Now let's get an actual statement from this man. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. Thought I'd go straight to sleep. Before I did, I glanced out the window. As I saw two silhouettes that were a bit far away, though. It was Ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the headmaster over the head. So our witness account is to be believed. I have enough past judgment right now. But maybe it's not to be believed. However, the witness is a bit, how do I say, off-kilter. Some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. Yeah, let's cross-examine this man. Worried that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the courts. I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling. Excuse me, Judge. My saber rattling always has a point to it. I'll hold you responsible. Alright, so this is how they kind of punish you for pressing too much. You say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Make a joke about 10 p.m. Now, 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Right, Moe? There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. You're so boring, Nick! Okay, yeah. Why'd you glance out the window? Jared glimpsed peeped eyeball. Elaborate! Why did you look out the window that night? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Yeah, I talked about the loud thump. You forgot? Out of the window upon hearing a loud sound. Simply glance out his window that night. Is this something you just meant forget to mention? Yeah, what she said. Bessie might revise testimony. Why would he see that after the clonk? Even though you were by your own mission far away. Nice, but things didn't really make any sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the remaster that I saw that night. Just think about it, how could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Nowadays, don't you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Or everyone knows what I do, everyone together now, say it with Uncle Moe. Get fucked. You utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Enough foolishness, get back on track. Ringmaster got clonked over the head. The story. I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? You did say you see everything, did you? If you saw the clonk, what was the clonk? What was used to do the clonking? Moe! Did you not see the crime of the murder committed the night?
Objection!
Because the clonk occurred while he was sleeping. Of course I do. She will be telling us all that great reason. His very own testimony. Obviously, if he heard the clonk and then looked out the window, he couldn't have seen the clonk happen. He did say that. However, Moe just stated the following under oath. And all of a sudden, the next clonks the remaster over the head. I believe when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound. There's no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone. The fucking clown's a lying piece of shit, Xeno Christ. It's a lying sack of shit. They didn't commit. The clown's probably the C-Team theme to anger this court. My job, my memory. His name is Lawrence Curls. So he's Larry, Curly, and Moe, the Three Stooges, all in one character. The localization team knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what the fuck they were doing when they said that. They knew what they were doing. I refuse to believe otherwise. Just have to peel back layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. When I looked out my window that night, the remaster was already face down in the snow. Prosecution helped me fill in the gaps in my statements. Determined witnesses again. Von Karma always does this. So you didn't actually see anything. That's a huge change in testimony, my dude. Who killed Mia Fey? Mr. Red White from Blue Corp. They call him White Boy. Auto mod, I allow it. Check. Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Ah ha ha ha! Smack you, buff the piece of shit you are. It's the actual crime, however, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? It was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Now let's talk about this silhouette then. A joke from you. I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? There we go. Now we'll get fucking serious. It's a bit far away, but the shadow would have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. Silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. Took not long enough to get his facts straight. Whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? Not yet. We've got a cross-examination first, Von Karma. He said that he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Alright, let's examine this fucker. Far away, but the shadow could only have been belonged to Max. I think that you were going a little overboard with how explicit you were being. A shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? You're saying that one of your fellow performers' life's on the line here. You're truly 100% certain that it was Max. Not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. Except, clearly, you are. We just proved that. I'm convinced of that. The trio said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. Unless someone had just taken my symbols and worn them. I thought of that too, fucker. The face I saw, it must have been Max. Threw his entire case headlong into a trap. The black cloak, that's only 2 of the symbols, though. You're sure that is what you saw that night? You got eyes like the hawk. It's not all I saw. Oh, okay, that was wrong. I thought that there was, because there's a third thing it's missing. See that kind of detail from your window? Objection! It's right near the scene of the crime. Anyone with a decent eyesight should be able to see that much. I can see like a hawk out of my left eye, an eagle out of my right eye. They have records of his eyesight on the prosecuting bench. That is fucking creepy. He comes. Well, my eyesight was like not what it actually was. I couldn't really see what he was carrying. You didn't actually see what the criminal was holding. That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It was something incredibly hard. It's a blunt object, at least it says so in the autopsy report. To prove that someone saw someone other than Max that night. I'm not sure. see. I'm sure it's the third. Oh, yes. Okay, it has the symbols on it. Yeah, there's the white rose. Moe. Everyone knows that maximum yaku is 3 uppity symbols. We're get ready all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Moe? Silence, fool. You responded with the whole truth. No fractions. He didn't see the white rose. There weren't any roses on the person I saw.
Objection!
It was dark. It was obviously too dark to see the kind of detail. Objection! You just said he was able to see perfectly. You just said that, Francesca.
Objection!
Rose must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. Then they would have found him at the crime scene. Trios to the right of this case. He's just toying with the courts. To the truth yet. Oh. But it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trio's testimony? Wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. And with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high. And wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup. Trio saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there was no white roses on the person he saw. One of these puckers is a lying liar who lies. Disregard the pointless, but this. Judge, forget the roses. Think about the other testimony. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, we can't let this go through. It's not grown more mature with age. They could both be liars, you know, Christ. That's a very, very definite possibility. I'm so certain that the witness saw the defendants. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. There are no contradictions in his next statement. I am prepared to issue a ruling. It's always our last chance in this game. Always and forever. There's a doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially Silk Hat, there was no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. Wearing the entire time he was on the scene. Witness, you are going to prove these contradiction with mystical statements. You better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusation. That seems unfair. But if he was wearing the silk hat, it wouldn't have been found at the crime scene. Okay, this is where I contradict him.
Objection!
Yeah, okay. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? He was wearing that night. No question in your mind? I see. Is Von Karma. Looks like where the silk hat found. This question. It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means... Ah, she figured it out, I see. She's a smart one, that Francesca Von Karma. If it was at the crime scene, it means he wasn't wearing it the entire time after all. It would have been removed from his hat to be at the crime scene. It stated that he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Which is not possible. It was found at the crime scene. Mr. Curls! Why are you lying to me again? What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in a court of law. What's not right here is your eyesight, your memory, and your whole demeanor. Why are you being so mean to me? You lied on the stand at least 3 times. Sitting above me doesn't mean you belong here. No, nah, okay. Someone's having a nervous breakdown. Who do you think you are? I don't know if perjury is a crime in Japan or not, but he did say he was being sworn under oath, which implies that there is some sort of perjury law. He's turned to a bratty little kid. Poor man. He is a fucking loony. That is for sure. A lying loony who lies. He was there. He left the scene? For a while now. Mo? You just said that he left the scene. How? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Objection! Objection!
This is a perfectly reasonable question. This is a very rational, reasonable question. How did the murderer leave the crime scene? Yeah, tell us. You are a baby. Fuck off. You leave the crime scene. It's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. You sure that's how it happened? I know where you're going with this.
Take that!
Look at this picture. There's only a single set of footprints on the snow. So if the murderer walked away, there'd be 2 sets of footprints on the snow. Where are the criminal's footprints? They are not there. So that is the 4th lie that Mo has told the court. Your Honor, witness has already proven his testimony is completely unreliable and he's a lying liar who lied. I move to strike all of the testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as a clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you said more than enough for today. I swear. This is gonna suck. You said the murderer had wings. I want you to hold that thought. Xenochrist in the chat says the murderer had wings. I want you to hold that fucking thought in the back of your head. Has been false? I haven't lied, it's just that you've lied. My karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Uh-oh, prosecutorial misconduct. Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. It's not funny what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell ya. Idiotic drivel. Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. The thing that I've set up until now has been the truth. I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Mac was standing above him. Wasn't wearing his white robes, but he was wearing the silk hat. When I saw, he... The truth, that is the truth now, get ready for it. He flew, he jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? And yet, it is the only plausible explanation. Scene of a crime by flying, there is no way that actually happened. Carpa, this is hilarious. What you mean? It is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I actually think this is very amusing. Why is she right? You believe the other witness? This is the best part of the story. This is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. He is telling the absolute truth. That's what I think. Yikes, you're right. Okay. Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Magic does not exist. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile. If you disregard a need for proof, Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. The defendant flew away into the night sky. It is the only explanation that makes sense. Aside from all those other explanations that also make sense. But we'll get to those later. It is an undisputed fact. The criminal left no footprints. So we will figure out tomorrow why that is. Court is adjourned. The murderer did not have wings, Xeno Christ, and yet he flew all the same. What in the world is going on? Poor Billy Bob, also known as Mask Galactica here, our defendant. You didn't... Max, I can't believe I'm about to ask you this. You did not fly last night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask such a stupid fucking ass question, you dipshit. I'm not an actual flyer. I'm just on wires. I'm not actually flying on stage. It's wires. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. He broke kayfabe. Billy Bob Joel here broke kayfabe. What do we do now? We solve the case. Oh boy. Ending at 10 o'clock on the fucking dot. Nice. But how did the murderer just fucking fly into the night sky? What mechanism makes that possible? And why kill the ringmaster specifically? Why him? Why was he targeted? These are all questions that need to get answered. And to next week, they should be answered. Until then, we are done for the evening. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening. Stay safe. And don't take any necessary risks. Bye, everybody. Love and hugs to all of you. Bye.